Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Sarah Hannah here on YouTube, and I create faith-based content and lifestyle. First of all, I would like to apologize if my voice sounds some way. I've got a cold and my throat is also killing me, so my voice is gonna be cracking throughout, and I do apologize because it's annoying. It's actually gonna annoy me when I'm gonna edit this. But if I don't do this, I will not do it until next week, and that will be like 3 weeks me not uploading. So yeah, on Wednesday I upload Wednesday quote. So by the grace, this will go up on Wednesday, and this is what this Wednesday quote is gonna be about. So it's gonna start with a story time once again, just like the one previously, I think 2 weeks ago. And yeah, so in that one I was saying how, I was not well. I had this extreme pain, and I was saying how I had declared that in this year I wouldn't go to the hospital. So this was last week. I had planned the whole week. I planned what I was gonna do, and I think I was meant to record the Wednesday call on Tuesday of last week, and get it edited and then ready to be uploaded on Wednesday. You tell me why. Actually, no, wait. Okay, let me say properly. So on Tuesday morning, I woke up feeling a bit somewhere. You know when like you're about to have a cold and your throat is doing some way. So I thought that maybe I'm about to get a cold, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'm gonna firm it and then continue. I was working from home anyway, so yeah. And then tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. On Wednesday morning, I woke up with a swollen face. I looked at my face, yeah. First of all, I kept waking up the whole night, but then not physically, like, actually get out of my bed. So I was like, okay, I'll go back. Every single time I wake up, it's like, it's come, I'll go back to sleep. And listen, I don't know why I was being dumb. Every single time I wake up at night, I try to pray when I remember. Yeah. And I didn't, because I was like, I just can't wait to go back to sleep. And I'll actually fall asleep, like, in a second, like, within a second. So yeah, when I finally woke up in the morning, I woke up extremely late. I woke up at 8:10 and I started work at 8 o'clock. So don't judge me, because it's once again I kept waking up during the night. So like my night was just disturbed, and I didn't even get up for prayer because we had prayer at 6. I didn't even manage to get up for prayer. So I woke up at 8:10. I looked at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, sugar. So I rushed to the bathroom. Once I got to the bathroom, I saw my face. I was like, yeah. I looked at my face, yeah. I was like, excuse me? What's going on here? So I didn't even get up I didn't even do what I needed to do. And I came back. I tried to call my mom because I forgot that my mom was in a morning shift, so she was at work. I kept calling this woman, like, why is this woman not picking my call? Like, I need somebody to see my face. Like, I didn't really think much about it. I thought it was like, at times maybe I slept too much on that particular side of the face, which is the left one. And maybe that's why my eyes and my face is swollen. The left one, the right one was swollen a bit, but not that much. So I was like, okay, it's kind of not a deep in it. And then I wasn't panicking. It was bad, but I wasn't panicking. And then I called. I think I took a picture. No, I called my pastor. She didn't pick us. I took a picture, sent it to her, and then I called Mary. I called my friend Mary, and Mary, she was in the office, so she couldn't talk. All she could do was like, she kept going like this. And I was like, yo, can you talk? Can you say anything? And she's like, I'm laughing now because I can actually remember her face. And then I called my friend Shalini. Shalini was on the bus. She was just confused. She was just confused. She's like, what the heck is going on? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm laughing now because it's over. So it's laughable. But then it wasn't laughable. But once again, I wasn't panicking. I was chilled. And then... So then I messaged my elder, and then she's like, call 111. So then at that time, my pastor also got back to me. She's like, call 111. I call 111. They referred me to my GP. I got to my GP, and then I was seen by the physician associate, and he was like, oh, you could have an infection. So, we're going to prescribe you some antibiotics. And I was like, by the time I get to Boots, will it be ready? He's like, yeah, it'll be ready. I got to Boots. He's like, it's not ready. I was annoyed, and then it's like, I'll call back in an hour. I'll call back 3 hours later because I came back to work, so I actually worked during the day, but then I was tired, so I ended up taking a nap was working. Literally, I slept was working because I was physically tired. Once again, on Tuesday, I remember I woke up saying I wasn't feeling. Anyways, I called like 3 hours later, and the woman was so like she was so rude on the phone. It's like, no, it's not gonna be ready. Call tomorrow morning. And this is Thursday now. Thursday, I woke up. The first thing I did, I don't think I even prayed. The first thing I did was like to take my phone and look at my face. If I thought that Wednesday was bad, I wasn't ready for Thursday. I looked at my face. I said, I said, what? I said, excuse me? What's going on here? I looked like I was in an abusive relationship and I've been beaten up. Like my eyes, this eyes here, it was like this, and it was swollen, like proper swollen. Like either I've been, someone had just, been punching me, or I've been bitten by something. My under eyes were swollen. My face was actually swollen as if I had a toothache. This eye as well was swollen, but not as bad as the left one. And I looked at myself and I was like, what you gonna do now? Because even the day before, I was like, I'm not going to the hospital today. I'm not going to the hospital. I refused because remember, I had declared in the beginning of the year that I'm not going to the hospital. So you can't catch me in the hospital. I'm not going to go. So I kept looking at my face. So I called my mom. She picked up, even though she was at work. She's like, Sarah, let's pray. We were praying. I kept looking at my face. I was like, this thing, yeah, it's not going to go down. Let me call 101 again. I called 101 again. And then they were like, oh, you need to go to Dewsbury and get seen within 2 hours. When they said get seen within 2 hours, that's when I panicked a little bit. Like, what do you mean within 2 hours? Like, am I okay? And I looked at it, the distance between where I live to the walking center. I was like, this is far. I looked at the taxi price. Actually, I called my friend to check the taxi price. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to go to Dewsbury and pay that much. Are you high? So I was battling with myself. I was like, I don't want to go to BRI, which is the hospital. I was like, I'm not going to any. What am I going to do? I look at my face. And then this guy is telling me I need to go within 2 hours. I said, I'm not going. When I kept looking at my face, I was like, sister, is it that you go? Or you pay that much money to go to the working center? So I was like, this is me talking to myself at this point. I was like, fine. I got ready. I got ready, and I'm annoyed. I'm actually mad at this point. Like, I'm mad I'm going to the hospital because I was like, I'm not going to the hospital. I got to the hospital, like, walking like this. Did I take a taxi? Did I take a bus? I can't remember. I kept like walking like this, and I got to there and he got seen by I don't know how many hours. And as they were talking to me, for me to see them, I had to look like this. It's like, I'm so sorry, but I can't see you until I do this. They ran so many tests and they took so much blood there, and even some bottles that I've never seen in my life before. I was like, hey, I think this is serious more than I think. So hours goes by. I'm just still there. I did an eye test. I did an MRI. No, not MRI. Sorry, that's a lie. I did a CT scan. And the thing is, guys, God actually speaks to us if we just don't listen. So I think either during the night or the day before, I had seen these things in my, like, I had seen as if it was a vision. I had seen that my manager had put me absent, that I wasn't at work. And I think I was awake. I don't think I was sleeping. I think maybe I was doing something and I saw all this coming in my face, like in my eye, like a dream. I saw that he had put me absent, and I saw the CT scan thing. So when I mentioned CT scan thing, I went to Google it because obviously I don't know what it was. When I Googled it, I was like, that's when it occurred to me that I had already seen these scenes before. I was shocked. I was like, this sounds crazy, but God knows I'm not lying. I had seen this the day before, which was Wednesday. I had seen all of this. I had seen my manager putting me absent. I saw the CT scan. I was upset. I was still upset. I was like, what is this? And then as I was there, I was still upset. Like, I was angry. Like, and in my head, and for me, being angry at God is a sin. And probably is, right? If it's not, please someone correct me. But to me, it is. So I wasn't blaming God that was there. I was angry, but I don't know who I was blaming. I was blaming somebody. I just don't know who. I was just so angry. Like, well, I'm in the hospital. This is not fair. Like, I feel so disappointed. Like, yeah, that's the word I keep telling myself. I feel so disappointed. I'm so sorry for my voice. I was like, I feel so disappointed to be here right now. This is not fair. This is not what I had planned. Do you know what I mean? In the beginning of the year, I declared, and then in my head, like, if I declare, because the Bible said that there's power in our tongue, isn't it? There's death and power, death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I was like, if I declare this in the beginning of the year, and by the grace from January to November, now I have not been to the hospital. Why am I here? I was extremely upset. As I said, I kept telling everybody, I'm going, not everybody, kept telling my friends, my family, I just can't wait to go home. I just can't wait to go home. I want to go home. I kept telling my pastor, and then she was like, Sarah, speak faith. Don't worry, we're here praying for you and we love you. As soon as I saw that, I think either I cried or I was like, I got emotional because I was like, wow, like right now, I'm just so angry that I don't feel loved by anybody. I don't feel loved even by God, because I'm here in this situation that I didn't call myself, like I didn't call it up on myself. I didn't want to be here. I was extremely upset. And I think at that moment God was talking to me, and he was basically telling me that, you know, like I depend too much on myself, like on my strength. I can do this and that, I, and it's not about what I want. And the thing is, once again, some months ago, either in the beginning of the year or some month ago, I had, like, God told me, like, I was gonna go to the hospital, but I forgot about it, because at times when God speaks to me, I can't, like, I watch it not, like, in my head is like, it's me that I'm telling myself that. So when that thing occurred to me, that, you know, he had said to me that I was gonna go in the hospital, back then I was thinking that myself, like, I'm saying that to myself, like, my mind is the devil is saying that to myself, my mind is saying that to myself. But like he said it, like, you're gonna go to show for my glory. There's a scripture as well that says something like that. But I was still super mad. I was like, I'm not having it. So as he was talking to me, like, I was so angry that it's like the voice, obviously, like God's voice, like became smaller, like not smaller, like what's the word? It wasn't louder. It went silent until, like, it was low until it went completely silent. I already know my mom is gonna tell me off because I'm speaking too fast. I'm so sorry. I promise I will do better. But yes, I was just so mad. Like, I was still so mad that I was in hospital. I think I was praying. I was speaking in tongues because I don't like hospitals. For me, hospitals is just a place where demons live. Like, that's where the residents, like. So I was just speaking in tongues, but it's like, I'm praying, but I'm not praying because I'm angry. And, you know, as I said, God was talking to me, but then I was like, I'm not listening to this. Anyways, I got seen by the optician. I got seen by the people who deals with mouth and face. They had a specific name, I can't remember, something Max Fax, something like that. And then they were like, we think it's an infection. And all I kept asking, can I go home? Am I gonna go home today? Am I gonna go home today? Because I'm not sleeping in the hospital. Do you get me? First of all, I'm not meant to be here. Anyways, I was in A&E. I think at this time, they already started giving me antibiotics through the cannula, to the IV, the drip, yeah. And even that I was mad because I don't like needles. And it got about 9 something. The doctor finally see me again from the A&E, and then it's like, yeah, you know, you have an infection and we think it's cellulitis. And I was like, can I go home? Can I go home today? And the guy's like, no, you can't go home because it's in the eye, like you have it around your eye. We are quite worried if, like, the infection were to go behind the eye, like, that's the problem, because obviously it can go to your brain and cause more damage. So you can't go home, and yeah, I'm gonna give you another dose of antibiotics whilst I wait for your bed. I leave the room upset. I'm upset. I am mad. I finally gave up. I actually gave up. I was like, you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? I'm here now, and yeah. I didn't go up to the ward until like 10 something. I think 10 something, or yeah, almost 11. And I call Charlene. I was like, Charlene, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to come to the hospital. Get my keys, go back to my house and get a few things. So she came with Esther. Bless them, like, bless them. Thank you so much, Charlene and Esther. You guys were amazing, because they had worked the next day and they had to come back. They came back around 12, because yeah, it was that late. They came back around 12, and when they came, they tried to me, you know, trying to reassure me, but you know, we were all cracking jokes. But in my head, I was still mad. I was still mad. I'm here, like, I'm not having this. Anyway, so the next day, I'm thinking that, yeah, the next day the doctor comes, 2 doctors, like a consultant and a doctor, and then they were like, oh, they're gonna have to basically, oh, I forgot to say what caused this. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a pimple here. It's going down now, but it was massive. And I had seen this pimple like on Monday. And usually I pop my pimples. I have that bad habit of popping my pimples. But I didn't pop this one because it was that big and uncomfortable. And uncomfortable, so I left it. So basically they said that they believe that the cause of the cellulitis was the pimple here. So when the doctor came in the morning, this is Friday morning, they were like, oh, we're gonna have to drain it. And I was like, is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt? And I was like, and he's like, yeah, you have two options. Either we stab you once and it hurts a lot and then you take it out, you have to take the pus out, or we stab you multiple times so that we can numb the place, and then you know, whatever happens after, we drain it out. And then the doctor was like, he didn't even give me the chance to say what the option is. Like, I believe that we should go for the first one, stab you once, and take it out. I was like, okay, fine. So I'm just there thinking that this guy was gonna come back in the next 10 minutes. Didn't come back until like lunchtime. First of all, these people wakes you up so early. Like the nurse is like, will actually wake you up so early in the morning. Anyways, we didn't come back until lunchtime, I believe. And when I said that thing hurts, yeah. That thing hurt. Like they stabbed me once and it was so painful. It was so painful. Anyways, after that, can I go home today? He's like, yeah, you can go home today. So then time goes by, like afternoon goes, it's now evening. Why am I still here? Why am I not going home? And then I actually went to the nurse at this point because I was fed up. I was fed up. I just want to go home. The nurse was like, yeah, you're gonna go home today, but we're just waiting for the pharmacy to give you the medication that you were prescribed. So I think I didn't go home until like 6 something, 7 something in the evening. I got home. I was so happy to be home. First thing I did was to shower. I was like, ew, being in the hospital, this is disgusting. And then I just chilled, and yeah, and then I stayed home the next day and whatever, which obviously Saturday. But like what I learned from this is that when the Bible says that, you know, man have their plans, but it's God established them. It's really true, because as I said, I in my head I had declared which is like kind of a plan that I'm not going to the hospital this year, but God had different things. And you know, at times God has to teach us in the hard way. He's been telling me that, you know, I'm doing everything I is only me, but it's like I'm forgetting that I have somebody up there who who's supposed to be my father, so which means supposed to have authority over me. But I'm living life the way I want to live the life. I'm living life doing what I want to do without even consulting him. Like as I said one time, one of the videos, like he cares about the little things. Like he really cares about every single thing, to the point that he even knows the numbers of your head. That means that when you go about your days doing what you want to do, you're actually not including him. And that means you don't even care about what he thinks. And that means you don't even see him as an authority figure in your life. So I really want to encourage us. Please learn from a mistake. I beg you. Learn from a mistake and actually do submit yourself to God. Don't do anything or don't do everything according to your own power, according to your own will. Actually seek God's will, seek his advice, seek his will, seek what he wants to do, and move from that. Don't do anything and everything according to your own power and the ways you want to do it. So I hope you were encouraged by this video, and please don't pop your pimples, I beg you. But yeah, on a serious note, I hope you were encouraged by this video, and I really pray that, you know, you learn to actually submit yourself to God and his leadership and know that he knows the best, because the Bible also said that, you know, he has plans for us, and your plans not to harm us but to prosper us and give us an expected end. So please learn from my mistake, and you actually not regret it. And actually, when God speaks to you, please listen. Listen, okay? It's for your own good. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, let's grow this family. And yeah, I look forward for the rest of the year. I mean, we have like a month and a half, not even a month and some days. So yeah, I look forward for what God has for me and you. But yeah, don't stop praying, keep on praying. Stay blessed and stay beautiful.